Hey guys, Footy Manager TV here, and welcome back to another episode of my Manchester United Football Manager 2015 Let's Play. Exciting day today, 2017 youth intake, and here, according to Sabatini, Walter Sabatini, our Director of Football, who handles the youth intakes, Alan Burton, he's singled out as a possibility as one of the best players of his generation. It sounds a bit weird. It says he is one of the best players right now of his generation, but he's still a young player. I think he means like he has potential to be one of the best players. I guess possibly. But anyway, we'll go in, check the team, and yeah, he's got a high report. Left back, interesting position. I suppose if at some point, at some point we sell Luke Shaw or Bernat, but I can't see that happening, and without that, yeah, I don't think he'll make it with those players ahead of him. But he looks pretty good, doesn't he? Those mentals look pretty strong. Really high work rate, high teamwork, determination. It's great. That's high. He's a bit weak in the air. Like he's fairly small. Oh, he can play on... Oh, he's naturally right-footed. So I'll probably take that back because he can play both fullback positions, and he's actually naturally right-footed. He must be okay on his left. Okay, reasonable. I may want to mould him into a right-back, though. Leave your thoughts on that. And then that's a bit more viable as a right back because we have Rafael as our main right back, and we've got Cuadrado. Well, he is natural now, as you know, but he may not be there forever as he's 28. So, yeah, I reckon that's probably the best thing to go for. So, right away, we'll approach to sign him, and bang, suggest terms. There we go. Mick McDonald, he's got a bit lower report. Let's see how good he looks. Yeah, average. What does actually say in his report? Potentially be a good Premier League player. So that's still worth signing up because you can probably sell them for a couple million at least at their best. And who knows, like with the best facilities in the world, he can develop to be an alright player. Alan Wilson, again, high determination, attacking midfielder. Again, what's his report like? Okay, potentially be a leading Premier League attacking midfielder. Again, that's worth signing up. Maybe towards, he can be a top 4 player. It doesn't say he's going to be star or world class, but still he could be maybe a rotation player for a top team, maybe, or even a really good player for a team, maybe of a Tottenham level, maybe outside of top 4, like from 5th, 6th to 7th, Everton or a Tottenham. He can be at that level, and also Owen Hulse. I think this is where they drop in a bit of quality. He's got potential to be a decent player. But he's got higher centricity, and I don't really like those goalkeepers. So, and the rest of these players down here with that like half a star kind of stuff, then they're never going to be good enough. Even though this guy, Justin Howe, he's got some high attributes, but he just hasn't got the potential. He's got potential to be a good Sky Bet League 1 striker in the future. Not good enough. So I'll leave them all, and that's how, yeah. Right now, I just want to be signing up the best youth players for my team. I'm not going to waste 4 guys. It's not going to be a good enough player for our team. So anyway... Matic is transfer listed. I said he was probably the best defensive midfielder in the Premier League in my opinion. He's just amazing physical ability. I'm not sure if I'll sign him though, but he's transfer listed, and Chelsea wants 7 million, which is below his value, quite a bit below his value. So he's someone I've got on my shortlist already. So we'll see, because it's not January, of course. But we do have money. Leave your thoughts on him. Or do we just have better players waiting in the wings? Wallace listed for loan. Iniesta. Just all these updates right here. Oh, VS Boas. He's the manager of Man City now. Obviously, you saw their manager got sacked when we played against them. Or when we played against them. And here, look at this. Whoa. The transfer revenue retained is only 30%. That's decreased. Because we're in a poor financial situation right now in the red. So that's understandable. But after we win the Champions League this season, that will be rectified. And you see, there's no doubt in my mind, we are going to win the Champions League this season. I'm confident. And I'm going to play 2 games in this episode for a couple reasons. First reason, there's going to be the draw of the semi-final at some point, and the draw of the quarter-final in the or semi-final for FA Cup. You're wondering what competition is a semi-final, yeah. And then quarter-final draw for the Champions League. So we're going to do that. And also, the last episode was obviously, it was a tense one. When you're in that kind of situation with Juve, like that game, it's really, I was tossing up whether to go defensive for the game and stuff. And you might say it didn't work, but I think, me personally, I thought it worked. I just conceded a dodgy own goal that I felt was coming. But what can you do? We dominated the game. 59% possession and 25 shots. So obviously that's clear. How about the clear-cut chances? Yeah, I had one, or we both had one. So I didn't have too many clear chances, but obviously still dominate possession and shots. And that was while playing defensive for a good 60 minutes. But yeah, a lot of people were saying, I saw this comment, and someone said, this made me lol, man, lol in real life, where my defensive tactic, you saw it anyway, I don't need to click on it, they said it was baby-ish, using that tactic. Playing defensive at home is baby-ish. First of all, what the hell is baby-ish? Is that a word? And second of all, like, that's not a way to describe a tactic, or a method you're going to play for a game, or yeah, formation you're playing for the game, baby. That just really signifies or showcases the age of people that watch YouTube videos. Because yeah, I've never heard a person use the word babyish ever in my life, let alone to describe a footballing match, or yeah, a tactic a manager is using in a footballing match. That just made me laugh a little bit. But at the end of the day, I did get the result. Even though it was probably evened out. Like, they got an own goal, or I got an own goal technically, and then I got a penalty late. So it kind of evened itself out. So, and then yeah, again, people were saying I didn't deserve to go through. I scored 4 away goals, and don't forget back then they scored like 2 goals from corners or something like that. So yeah, me personally, I felt we played a good game. Like, up until half-time against Juventus, it was 0-0. Everything was going fantastically until I got an own goal from Luke Shaw. So you got like 3 things there: a knock, a yellow card, and own goal. So it wasn't his day, but hopefully we can move on from that now. And yeah, I'm like recording this after that game, so I'm sure there's going to be more comments like that firing in. So it's probably better before I read more to go into the games. But yeah, I just want to put in dominant performance against Stoke and Everton here and insert my dominance back on attacking. And yeah, show you who's boss pretty much. So hopefully I can have some big wins. So here we go, lads. We'll get into the games now. 2 home games, Stoke, Everton, 3 days apart. So we're definitely going to have to rotate, but I'm up for some big wins here. Of course, we did win against Watford in the FA Cup. So like I said, there was the draw of that, obviously. So you know about that. Yeah, Stoke, Everton should be wins. Everton around the 10th, Stoke around the 14th, who are playing today. So this is the team I'm going with. I'm bringing in some guys that need some match fitness coming back from injuries. Both Will Hughes. It hasn't... It's like, really, it has been a long time. It's felt so long since I've used him, doesn't it? And Richaro Zivkovic coming back from his injury. So that is all good. Also, Rafe Husic, our wonder-kid goalkeeper. He will be getting a chance, at least in this game. If he keeps a clean sheet, he'll play him in the next one as well. Inigo Martinez, the signing. And we'll go straight in. I really like Inigo Martinez. That's why I signed him, of course. Stoke. Pretty defensive lineup, but of course you can expect that we're a dominant team that scores a lot of goals. Opposition instructions applied. And also, I'll just say passionately and say, yeah, expect a run going. And of course, we're still looking to maintain our unbeaten run in the Premier League. Looking to go the whole season unbeaten. And that will cap off, like, we deserve that. This team I have built deserves that. And it's scary we're only going to get better. So, yeah, bright days ahead. That's why I really want to win Champions League. That's why I maybe went defensive against Juve. Because I wanted to make sure of it, you know. Because you don't know if you go attacking, the other team does. You can concede goals. Come on. But sometimes when you do that, maybe you overthink things too much. And maybe you should just, yeah, go what you have been for the whole season. But let's forget about that now, as there'll be more challenges up. That was only the first knockout round. Oh, penalty! Come on. I was scared maybe we weren't scoring this first half. And when you get a penalty, it can set you on your way. And there's that. Marco Roy said it is. I remember he missed a few penalties. I think I did a Dortmund save. I was playing a Dortmund save and he missed like 2 penalties in one game. He scores this time! Marco Royce puts it in the back of the net. Come on. Of course, I want to get a big goal difference. I want to score a lot of goals this season. I think I'm very close to 100 goals if I haven't reached it yet. But I want to get my goal difference plus 100. That will be a huge feat. And like I said, I've built an amazing team here. And it's not like it's at the peak. We're only going to keep getting better. We've got so much young talents coming through. But then the argument, yeah, are they going to be as good as the players we have already? That's the thing. Sure, they're going to be good, but how good are they going to be? But it's good to keep the recession in place. Like, we'll be able to keep dominating for quite some time. Will Hughes, Romero, Royce. Oh, Zivkovic. How didn't he score? That was great play, though. Di Maria dominating the midfield as well. Finished with a second just before halftime, maybe. Bernat, Will Hughes, Di Maria. We lose it. Honestly, it's been an okay first half. We've had chances. Come on, Cuadrado. Juan Cuadrado, whip this in. He takes his time, and he finds Romero. He finds Will Hughes. Oh, he whips it in. Oh, yes. Take that. Come on. What a hit. He scores his first of the season. And what a way to do it. What a way to do it. That's his perfect position, just outside the box there. Hits it first time, and that was beautiful from young William. I think he can honestly be world class. People talk about you need more English players. He's one of them that can be a superstar for us. And of course, yeah, there's, like, you look at it, he's the only one playing this game. Yeah, there's Husic, Cuadrado, Martinez, Belanta, Juan Bernat. Hughes is the only English player in the starting 11, so I can see that, and that's something I want to bring in over time. But that's a bit, yeah. We've got John Stones, of course. Don't forget Phil Jones, Preston, of course, coming through. They are coming through. So because there isn't too much quality, like English quality, so I'm trying to build them with the youth, and it's going to slowly see more and more English players every season. So hopefully you do see it that way as well. But Will Hughes, like, he's just... Do you have these players in your saves? Of course you have some players you like Di Maria, and that, yeah, he's a good player. But Will Hughes is just one of those players I really like. I don't know why. It just, yeah, I have a feeling that I just like him as a player. You have that, I would imagine. Yeah, I wouldn't imagine it's not just me. He may not be your best player in the team, but you just love what he does. And that's, yeah, and he's only going to get better. Like, he could be a captain of the club. We have other candidates for that. But we'll see. Di Maria set this up for someone. He does. Zivkovic in space. Zivkovic finds the back of the net. 3-0. Back on our dominance. I told ya. I told you this is how we do it. Dominating every single game. Di Maria. Zivkovic. Just look at how much space he has there. He was always going to find the back of the net. Too good. And we might as well, yeah, because the next game is only 3 days apart. So we're going to rest some stars. Zivkovic can keep him on. And Will Hughes, ooh. We don't really have anyone defensive midfield like to bring on. We'll rotate Cuadrado and we'll bring on Rafael. Yeah, I don't want to go defend here or I might piss some people off. He might be babyish if I go defensive at home, yeah? Oh, man. But anyway, yeah, Zivkovic, nah, rest him. I don't want him to get an injury. Of course, he's coming back from the injury. Got to be careful. And again, I'll make 2 subs as well. Rafael, faith in you. And Van Persie, RVP. And yeah, Falcao's not part of the matchday squad. Falcao didn't really impress me against Juve, so I think I'm going to let Falcao go. I think he's just past it now. Of course, he still looks good as a player, but sometimes, yeah, you can feel when a player's time is up. And I think that's with Falcao. But who knows, we may get injuries to Van Persie. And also Zivkovic, and we may need to use him. And now Memphis Depay! Oh, Memphis. You got to be taking your chances. Because you can score like a record goal. I'm not sure, like amount of goals in the Premier League. I'm not sure if he can do that again or any other player will. Like, I've never had someone ever in a Football Manager save that's dominated this much. Here's Juve, the ex-Manchester United striker. What is he going to do? Husic, double save! He's going to be amazing. Like, he's a prodigy. He could be the next best player in the, like, next best goalkeeper in the world. You look at Manuel Neuer. Like, he can be that. He's shining. And is he German? Rafe Husic. Fuck, he's German as well. They've got quality. But yeah, he can't. It doesn't say he's a wonder kid anymore because he's turned 21. You can only say it, yeah, if they're 20 or younger. But yeah, still 20. That's really, really young for a keeper. And he's impressing. So we'll just sort that. We'll make the final sub. we'll leave Will Hughes, but we'll take us because Will Hughes needs the match fitness where Lucas Romero doesn't. Lucas Romero, like, he's just tired pretty much. So we'll bring on Mario Götze. We'll just change Di Maria to a deep line playmaker, a bit more suited to that than Götze. Götze more advanced, even though Di Maria can play that as well. But Di Maria's got better defensive work rates in him. So yeah, nice little 3-0 win. It's a game we've dominated. Sure, we've gotten better score lines before in terms of how many goals we've won by. And in this game, it's just been a united performance at home, what you want to see from them. Arnautovic will pick up a late card here. I would imagine it will just be a yellow. No point giving away a red card. Yeah, no, it's not even a booking. It wasn't that dangerous, the challenge. And that is game over. Like I said, simple performance. Back to, what we're doing. Playing consistent football for the whole game. And that was a great performance. That just shows us for the whole season. And that puts us on 100 goals for the whole season. It only took us 28 games. Yeah, see, that's the next thing. Now, I want to get our goal difference to 100. But I don't think, again, what's the quickest a team has gotten to 100 goals? Like, just look at the discrepancy. Like, the next highest is Chelsea on 58. And we've only conceded 16 goals as well. So, yeah, I just want to show my dominance like that. Come on. The defensive, like, we've conceded so much less than anyone else, and the goals so much more as well. That's insane to hit 100 goals already. It just shows you, the team I have produced as well. So hopefully you can see that. So here's what I've been eagerly anticipating. Sure you have as well a little bit. Who we're going to face in the quarterfinal of the Champions League. As you can see, there's Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, Shakhtar, Borussia Dortmund, just to name a few. So we'll see anyone else. Yeah, Liverpool's there, Chelsea, Man City. Obviously English representations. Obviously my arch nemesis in the final last year, Real Madrid. See, all this Juventus stuff, I'm happy that was in the first knockout round because there's going to be big occasions and you're probably just going to forget about that one and we can move on from that situation. But I'll probably learn from it and not do that again. But again, it depends on the situation. If I'm winning a leg 2-0, oh yeah, I am going to go defensive. It really depends what the situation is. But definitely I'll learn from that experience with Juve. That game, if there's a similar situation where it's a draw and I'm playing at home. But anyway, and yeah, when we're playing well attacking, we don't need to change that. But anyway, actually, I think I might end the episode after this game because it might be a bit too long because I already had the youth intake and now plus, cup draws. So we'll end it after this one. Again, it's pointless. Showing me dominating another game. Want to show the key games from here on out. That's what I promise. So we'll just draw. I'm sure you want to see Man City. Who are they going to draw? Ooh, Chelsea, a big English, a big English tie that's going to be. I'm not sure. Yeah, I really like getting drawn away from home first. Maybe against Borussia Dortmund here. Oh, Real Madrid. That's going to be huge. I want to go for Dortmund here. Someone to knock out Real Madrid. Of course, Barcelona hasn't made it. That's good. Oh, home first. That will be interesting. That will be an interesting one. So who's there? Liverpool, Shakhtar, and Atletico. They're beatable teams. They're like, you look at them compared to all the teams that's already been drawn, maybe apart from Dortmund, you compare three, Man City, Chelsea, and Real Madrid, they're all easier to beat, you'd think. Liverpool, Shakhtar, and Atletico. So we'll see who we draw. Ooh, Atletico at home. And we've taken a few of their players, haven't we? And of course, Shakhtar and Liverpool. Liverpool should advance. But anyway, you can see Atletico's team. Of course, we sold Juan Mata to them. He should be doing all right. Yeah, he's doing the job. And of course, we swapped him for Oliver. Oliver's going to have so much years in him. And I love him. Did anyone see him play for FC Porto in the Champions League? It was against Bayern Munich, yeah? He was amazing. He's going to be an amazing player. So I didn't just sign him because he's a good young player in the game or something. And he's got some insane, like 20 flares insane. The passing technique, all of that, dribbling first touch. He's a player I really like in real life. And I'm sure you're the same. You like to sign players you like in real life and you manage them in Football Manager. And he's done well for me so far in the games he's played. But Mata, of course, he's a great signing, especially being Spanish. I reckon he's happy about that move, going back to Spain, to Atletico. Or Jan Oblak. Please be a long-term injury. 5 to 11 days. When do we play? Yeah, wait, what's the date today? It's 11 March. Oh, nah, yeah. He'll be back, but will he be at full fitness? You don't know. You don't know Jan Oblak. But it's not like he's overpowered or anything like that. He's a good keeper, but he's nothing special. Moya, like, they're almost similar in their ability. But they're a good team. How about defense? Yeah, they got Godin, 31. A Daily Blind, of course. You can't forget him. See how he's going. He's doing absolutely amazing. Remember, he played for us. But you think about it. How we're playing now, would he suit us? Would he suit our formation now? He could really, maybe in a halfback role or something, and just, filling in the gaps, playing somewhere. He would play a lot of games because of the amount of position he plays. So, something got to think about. I think that's pretty much it. Forwards, of course, Mandzukic, a very dangerous player. He's quick and he's tall, so that's always something that's going to be hard. Then you got Griezmann as well. So it's not like they don't have talent. They've got talent, but you got to think we do too. So I can't be too scared off by that. And again, like I said, going defensive. But at home, this is where I'm going to take the initiative and obviously try and dominate the first leg, win by a few goals. But we've got to see how it goes anyway. So hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Might be playing against Man City next. I don't know about you, but Man City seem to be struggling in my saves. I don't know why, just the way it is. I might do, I might play, this Everton one off camera. Then I'll do Man City and Tottenham, both away games. They're going to be hard. Two big teams, both away from home. So, so a bit more harder games than the one I played in this episode against Stoke. Hopefully, if you find that a bit more entertaining. Like, do you find when I win by a lot of goals, you enjoy it? Obviously, I like it. I get excited and I praise my team a lot. And I'm happy about it. Or do you like the games where it's close and maybe if I'm losing and I need to come back? But that's a very rare situation this year, of course. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed it and I'll see you guys next time.